by the culture. Now, today's message is a comical reminder to be careful with your relational situation and involvements, because music will expose you and leave you outside in the cold. You see, the sermon that came to me in my slumber scared me because of the content that was bestowed on me to speak to you now. Now, 2020 was a very trying year. But like any good book, you must understand the prelude. You must understand the prelude to fully grasp the understanding of what's going on. I'm here to tell you this evening, my friends, that there's a certain period of time that prepared us for what transpired in 2020. Now, some of you may be confused by the lingo that is spewing from my lips, but those of you who are categorized as 90s babies will remember this time in our cultural history, because us 90 babies are the greatest thing that ever walked on God's green earth. Without us, there will be no taking it over for the 99 and the 2000s. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, he preaching.
Neighbor, you preaching.
Now, before any spoken word, there is words that come from the word. Now, this is my disclaimer. I will not be using any religious or spiritual references in this piece, because I do not want to speak in vain and I don't want to disrespect anybody. With that being said, the book I will be teaching from is a book only given to those ordained by the culture, meaning I am the only one that has this book. I will be teaching from Women's Revelations chapter 20, verses 08. And it reads, thou woman shall act like a boy when she tells him to go to the left, he will stand there outside taking a bow as he watches thou woman bust the windows out his car. The message that I'm going to give you today is this: don't be like Meg and Cardi B. Learn from Queen B, Riri, and Jazzy. After reading this word and remembering this time in history, I have been charged with delivering this short but important message to both male and females. You see, as the sun was setting on the 2007s and the light shined on the 2008s, darkness found its way through the oasis. That's wordplay. We as men, as my grandmother would say, were acting a fool. We were reckless with our words and even more careless with our actions. Then a certain young woman whose father was from Alabama, mother Louisiana. You mix that Negro with that Creole and you get a Texas Bama. I am speaking about the Queen Beyonce. In 2008, the Queen wrote a song entitled If I Were a Boy, painting a picture for the cultured woman to see and think like a boy. She told the cultured woman to display the same actions that the cultured man was displaying, so he can see that he is not acting in the way that he presents himself to a woman. Once this piece of art was presented to the masses, we as cultural men saw the dumbness in our ways and were allowed to reintroduce ourselves. My name is Dummy, because we messed up again. This time the Queen got in formation, removed her gloves, slapped us twice as if she wanted to duel, but any smart person knows that the Queen's movement on the board is universal, while us kings had to move to the left. Then to ensure that we, the cultured men, knew how tired the cultured woman was being tired of our somatic ways, they gave us a round of applause and a standing ovation. Now, these actions were not of the Queen, but of her trusted ally, the Duchess Rihanna. That's Riri for short. Riri presented the cultured woman a piece entitled Now Take a Bow. With the piece starting, you look so dumb, right now. And that is beneficial because once those words were said, the cultured man was put in a box, but it wasn't his size. So they had to bend to fit him in a box. That's a bar. So now it's the summertime of 2008, and the cultured woman is now thriving and living in what I like to call her best life. But we the cultured man won't go down without a fight. We live by a code. You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. So we up the foolishness and we polish the BS, and something dangerous happened. Trouble was brewing, and you know the saying, trouble don't last always, but the cultured woman would say, yes, you're right. It don't last always, but it's going to show enough last 2 days. So the cultured woman then went international. The queen and the duchess went and got a lady from a different region of the world. Miss Jasmine Sullivan. So now Miss Jasmine Sullivan was from a different breed and displayed her different